Damn it. Let me see here. Okay, I think I'm good to go. Okay, you guys. I have a brief interlude here. I'm in the middle of something, but I wanted to come on and add really quickly for some of you because it came to mind as I was rushing about trying to hurry up and get out. In terms of this reading that we were doing and that I'll complete later about this full moon energy, okay? And the reading is entitled, What Do You Need to Release, right? And so we already got some of the basic foundational situations and issues and areas. Now, you guys heard me say for some of you, it's not literal people. And for some of you, it's just like a mindset and an attitude or, you know, some type of a communication. As I was like rushing about, trying to move quickly and things of that nature, what came to mind was, now this is going to be for a small portion of those of you that the reading resonates for, okay? And if it's not for you, that's okay too, okay? So don't even trip on that. When stuff is not for you, if it ain't really you and your story, don't trip. You ain't got to get your chonies in a bunch. You just know that, oh, that part ain't for me. Okay, so for some of you, it's nothing to do with anyone outside of you, even though the situations has something to do with folks outside of you. Okay, meaning what we had on the table, these are events or things that either did happen, is happening, or for some even futuristically. Okay, but it's more about, if you're a high viber, I should say. Now, I'm going to clarify. If you were the innocent one in a scenario, if you were the one that suffered some type of injustice or wronged, okay? For some of you, it may really be about releasing, talking about it. Because remember, the communication card was like the leading energy. So that's always the energy that's setting the foundation and tone of what's happening. So some of you, you're going to get some kind of downloads with that Egyptian Eye of Ra, Horus energy that came through. You're going to get some kind of, if you haven't already, downloads and messages, okay, pertaining to all of whatever that was on the table. And for some of you, the message is more about releasing, talking about it, because you're getting some type of a download, otherworldly energy that is going to perpetuate you forward on your healing journey and the path of recovery, the path of your abundance, whatever is needed for your journey to bring back balance and justice. Because it is a trap. I know it's very addictive and tempting. And as readers, we certainly get in the loop of it because we're channeling the energy all the time. Okay. So, you know, it's very tempting to talk about dirty, low down scoundrels. You know, them dirty, low down sons of bitches, right? It's very tempting. They get their just, I don't want to call it desserts. They get their just shits. Okay. And I really feel like, for some of you high vibers, it's going to be not so much you communicating with these folks or them folks communicating with you. For some of you, it's you getting some otherworldly energy pertaining to it and you releasing communication of, you know, letting go, talking about that, and then rewriting your get down. Okay. And this is if you're ready and if you're there. So that's why I said this part is probably for a small margin of you. Something's going to be illuminated to you with the full moon. Okay. So all of that fuzziness, you know, is going to be gone. And in some cases, it's not going to have anything to do with either you receiving a message from a person or you giving one. For some of you, it's some higher level shit, okay? And then as you release talking about it, you start, maybe talking more about your abundance, the good stuff that's here, where you're going, where you're guided, right? Healing, self-love was on the table. Healing was on the table. So it could be more about healing conversations or healing communication to yourself, first and foremost, but then to your life, okay? So putting the energy there, like the healing, the recovery versus the low down. We already know that they the low down, dirty scoundrels, okay? We already know that they're, toxic, full of shit fucks. You know what I'm saying? We already know. I have fun with it, y'all. I do. I ain't gonna lie, it be fun. It be fun because these be the motherfuckers posing and shit, and people be fooled by that shit. But it doesn't even matter at this point. I feel like for some of you, there's so much ascension and healing that's been done. Not that you don't have more work to do, but that's already been accomplished, that at this point of the game, they don't even matter. They don't matter. People who are not yielding to their own healing journeys and, I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't sound, people who willfully want to be stuck in dark and toxic, they get down. That's them. So essentially, they no longer matter as it pertains to your path. They do not hold the key and power, okay? Whatever injustices, guys, was done, whatever they stole, I promise you it's going to choke them. I promise that. And you can say Bloomy said it, I promise you. It's going to be the source of what chokes them, okay? For some cases, literally, shit. Some of them going to drop, okay? But see, that's their lot. Others, they won't drop, but shit. They're going to be miserable fucks for the remaining of their days and trying to plaster on smiles and shit for people, keeping up the facades and shit. But that's their lot, y'all. So I hope we can amplify the energy. Like I said, I'm going to come back to complete the reading much later tonight and the session to prepare for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the actual full moon. So, if you feel like you're resonating more on that other side, the lighter side, where it's like, oh, you finna to get some otherworldly get down, bitch. With that message card, that's going to change the game for you, okay? And kind of bringing in more healing communication. Healing communication. I understand that some of you, maybe you would want healing communication with individuals, but see, please understand, healing is not just a physical act. It's not just people pretending. Folks that are involved in healing, has to be folks that are really healing and really being motivated by that, not fuckery, okay? Not they're getting their asses whooped from here to kingdom come. And so they're hoping that by squeezing out a fake ass sorry, you know what I'm saying? That's going to change the game. This is insight. This needs to be something people are doing sincerely. And not everybody is in that position and space and time, you guys. So that's why it's more about ownership. That owning card came out as well. So just taking full ownership. We can't make others take ownership, but we can certainly take ownership, okay, of our own lives. And as we take ownerships of our own lives and realize that we can heal and communicate loving communication to ourselves, loving communication, in terms of what we're speaking over ourselves and over our lives, realizing that we do have the power, okay? And I'm not talking about us spiritual bypassing, you guys. I'm not talking about us pretending. I'm not talking about us, you know what I'm saying, that blindness. I'm talking about just allowing and reallocating our energy, rerouting our energy. Okay? So just think about that. That came to mind. I got to get back at what I'm doing here. And I will be back. Okay? All right.